Alright, so in this video it's going to be really similar to the last one. It's just that this inequality is maybe a little bit more advanced because it has some more terms, and it has, if you notice, there's a distributive property aspect to it as well. Alright, so before I decide which side I want the variables to live on or what side I want the numbers to live on, I'm going to do the whole distributive property thing and combine like terms and just see what happens. So I'm going to rewrite this, okay? So I'm not doing anything with this 3 yet. So I'm just going to keep that as a 3. And then remember, this is a sign of the distributive property when you have a number right outside the parentheses like this. And you want to think of that as a -2 because there's a minus symbol in front of it. So -2 times n is the same thing as -2n. And -2 times this you got to think of as a -4 because it has the minus symbol in front of it. -2 times -4 is a +8, so you would just go +8, and then it's all greater than or equal to -1. Okay, and I see I have a 3 and an 8 that I can combine on the same side. So 3 and 8 becomes 11, so I have -2n plus 11 is greater than or equal to -1. Okay, and then, I can add the 2n over to the right side if I wanted, and then have a +2 on that side, a +2n on that side. But I'm just going to leave it over here for now because I feel like it for whatever reason. And I don't have any other n's to combine it with. So the last thing to do would be to get to my numbers over here on the right side. So I have to subtract 11 from both sides. Whoops. And then you get -2n is the only thing left on the left side. So you have -2n is greater than or equal to, well, remember this is a -11 right here. So -1 minus 11 is -12. And I'm almost done. All right, now to solve for n, I have to divide by -2 on both sides, divide by -2. Okay, and again, we were graphing two variable inequalities last week, and when we divided by a negative, remember, that's making everything the opposite of what it was before, dividing by a negative. So I have n on my left side now, but since everything is the opposite of what it used to be, because I divide, a fancy word for negative is opposite, that means my inequality symbol also has to be opposite. So this isn't greater than or equal to, now it's less than or equal to, and -12 divided by -2 is a +6. So n is less than or equal to 6. So I'm just going to say 6 is right here on my number line since it's blank. I can decide where I want everything. Not a -6, +6. And it is less than or equal to 6. So since it has that or equal to part, that means that I can plot a point right at 6 because it's saying that it can be equal to 6. And it's also saying that it's everything less than 6. So I'm going to shade in everything to the left of 6. Okay? And again, I'm trying to make this look okay with my online virtual pen. I would shade in everything to the left of 6. Another way some people show this is they draw their point and then they draw an up arrow and then to the left to show their solution. Okay, either way is fine by me, but I normally just do the shading. But you can choose either one. So remember, the big thing was if it's or equal to, you plot the point, and when it doesn't have the equal to, you just put an open circle at that number.